All right, everybody. This is going to be a little video that I was curious if, because I notice a lot of people do research gang stalking and stuff, but I was curious, did anybody ever go to the dark net and did some research to find if they were hiding anything there? I wasn't going there myself to look for it because I mean, I wouldn't even know where to go. But I was curious if someone did do that and publicized it. Now, I didn't read this article yet, but I'm about to. In fact, hang on, let me just swap out this charger here. Plug that up to my system. That thing's got a charge. Um, Now I've gotten a lot of questions that people were asking me that like, will I be able to escape the R&M remote neural monitoring, the manipulation? Again, I'm gonna just let you all know again. For those who are still curious, you can cut this shit off. You can. This whole technology they used on you, it can be cut off. Problem is, you can keep detoxing all you want, but you can't deny what they have been spraying out in the skies. Now, being on land, there's no salt on the ground, so that stuff can just grow just about anywhere. So when you walk outside, what do you think you're walking on? Not just the ground. You're walking on whatever they sprayed out there. Not to mention this stuff is in the oxygen too. Now, I can deal with the part of it being in the oxygen, but the problem is that constantly walking, going outside, walking on land where this stuff has been, known to be sprayed off at, um, tracking it back inside, that's where the problem lies. This stuff grows around you. Why do you think they keep spraying that shit all in the first place? Because the body will eventually start to reject it. That's why they got to keep lacing you. That's why they kept lacing me. That's why these gang stalkers lace the doorknobs. That's why they got these people to lace products down that you're gonna end up getting out of the mail. They do that. That's why they do all of that, man. That's exactly why they do it. Is to continue to keep you infected with this stuff. I know this stuff can literally be ejected out of the body because I did it. I did it myself and that stuff did come out. I utilized the ingredients that the guy mentioned in the video. I did showcase the video. The guy called that those ingredients the trilateral commission because the stuff cannot survive when you ingest enough of that stuff. When you ingest enough of those ingredients that I mentioned, when it comes to the what's that? The dried seaweed. You just put the dried seaweed in a pressure cooker. You put the dried beans, the brown rice, the sea salt, the iodized salt. When you put those ingredients in there and you eat enough of it for it to clear up all the gunk out of your system, you will start to find this stuff is exiting out of your waist, out through your waist. This stuff won't just, it would be both dead and you'll feel some of this stuff alive as it's exiting out. Problem with this for me was that I was working at a job to which they kept lacing me with this stuff. So every time I detoxed myself, they just kept lacing me with it, you know? Even now, like they want you in an apartment, they want you in a hotel, they want you in a house because it's on land and they want you not just in a place like that that's completely surrounded by frequencies, by the way, from the cell towers, from the all that stuff, the Wi-Fi and all that crap. They want you in a place like that because this stuff rapidly grows. First time I noticed this crap to what they were doing, they sprayed liquid substances all throughout this apartment unit in specific locations. One was put underneath my couch on the tiled floor, and there were two other spots as well. They definitely put these in the what is that? The what the hell is that? The cabinets, right where the shelves are at. So they had them in those specific spots. Now, what happened after this stuff started to disappear? I noticed that this stuff was creating a fungus. Yeah, imagine that. The same spot where that liquefied substance was at was creating a fungus where it was. You want to know why they beam your home so much? is to create a fungus substance. That's why. Now, I'm not building, they already know this is going to happen. I'm not building my boathouse until I'm off at the shore. And at the same time, I'm going to have everything I need to build it. And when I build it, it's the same time I'm taking off. It ain't no coming back for nothing. No, that's it. The food I get is the food I fish for. The food I get is the food I cook. The food I eat is the food I grow. That's how I'm gonna keep that off at. You know, that's exactly how I'm gonna keep it off at. And I'm not gonna look back. Now, in a situation like this, they're probably gonna send maybe some people with boats. But how obvious would it be? I didn't get, really good surveillance equipment for nothing. I didn't get really good surveillance equipment for nothing. No, not at all. One other thing that needs to be noted about this, they they really don't want you in an uncontrolled environment. For TIs who are wondering about that, because if you're not what I mean by controlled environment is an environment to where they can manipulate the structure of electricity, beaming these heightening the effects of these frequencies in there, being able to come and go whenever you're gone. In my case, it's different because anything they do, I'll just document it and I'll have evidence, and then I can actually use that as leverage to get even more evidence, because you see that opens the door to questioning. I could go up to these people now if I wanted to and question the fuck out of them, like, what is this? Why is this happening? Why are people attached to my network? Why are all these cybernetics all throughout the yard attached, and why am I being beamed? What seems to be showing this shit being beamed through my apartment. What the fuck is up with that? I could literally go to the front office and ask that question. But you know something? They know. They already know. They already know. I could easily go up there and tell them this shit is happening. You think it's gonna stop? No. This is why being in society is not gonna do me any good. I'm willing to fight and help a lot of people out. But unless they're willing to wake up to be able to protect themselves from this stuff, it's just this dangerous. It's just too damn. It's going to be too damn dangerous to stay in the city unless people are willing to wake up. That's just a fact. The situation is just as it is, and I'm just going to say it how it is. People are being remote manipulated through technology that was basically put out through chemtrails throughout the skies. I can't be any more blunt than that. That's just what is happening. They do this because they know the cell towers give off a lot of radiation. Why do you think they were so desperate to get the other technology out there that people didn't want? Why do you think they were so desperate to get that out here? I'll say it again. Radiation, high effects of radiation rapidly increases the growth rate of fungus. Now, if you look up what nano looks like, you would notice that they always keep it in a liquefied state. It always looks to be some sort of like liquid, right? People, I hope you're getting it. I hope you understand what I'm getting at when I mention the liquid that they put in my apartment. That wasn't draining from nothing, and it sure as hell didn't drain from the damn what is that, from the air conditioner, because I checked the pipes. There was no leaks, and I had the damn thing running all day at the time. Now, since then, I don't use an air conditioner anymore, because after what I found out, the air conditioning unit is responsible for also bringing those nanofibers out of the air from the outside and bringing them to the inside of your home. And even worse, you want to know something else? They swapped the filter. And the guy thought he was slick when he did this. Let me tell you what he did. They had a filter that was laced with that shit completely. Yeah, they did. The guy intentionally dropped it on the floor. No one was on it, hoping it would spread out onto the, to the on the tile floor. Then he put it in the unit, thinking I was gonna use that shit. No, I have not used. Ever since I found out that shit was responsible for infecting you with nano, I have not used that shit since. You want to know what I use? A fan. I use a fan to cool myself down. But man, I tell you, situation is crazy out there. It really is. But anyway, let's continue with the article here. Darknet research for targeted individuals TIs. And as you see the little Tor icon, among the trash put on the darknet by gang stalkers to hide powerful information are instructions on how to defeat these heinous predators. I'm not so much interested in the government, but in corporations and how they sport law enforcement to achieve enough influence over people to launch gang stalking operations. You should download Tor project. Yeah, I see that. There are only a few among many I've seen on the darknet. Notice how this site is listed where you are not told to go on the internet. Although I can't say, hold on, that says these are only a few among many I've seen on the darknet. Notice how this site is listed where you are not told to go on the internet. Although I can't say I agree with everything. The articles are worth reading. I would like to have other, and you see that's the other thing that they do. Of course, the darknet does have like a lot of a lot of crap on there, but at the same time, it's because it's out of the range of their control that there's information there as well that they don't want us to have. Information that could expose everything of their entire operation, of who's, the main, where a lot, like literally unclassified information, stuff like that. But of course, they don't want nothing like that seen from the public eye. Otherwise, why would they go so desperate? Why would they be so desperately to hide it? Anyway, let's continue. Log in, decide to leave a comment. Hang on. Looks like there's more to this. I think, maybe. If the government ever puts a chip in my brain, it better be sour cream. Looks like a meme. It has everything to do with them. Remember, it's not your fault that they are being gang stalked. They are the ones responsible for these crimes. It says it's not your fault that you are being gang stalked. They are the ones responsible for these. Yeah, that's true. I'm really glad I found this. This is hilarious. Not the targeting thing, but the fact that we got memes. We got some actual memes to actually, people, please feel free to use these on your vids. Fellow TIs, definitely feel free. And that's true. That's a message to the perp saying your life must be so interesting, considering that it's basically been nothing but me all throughout the 24 hours a day of every day. Huh. That gang wastes their own time stalking it. Man. Secret citizen spying program leaked by hackers. Austin Regional Intelligence Center. ARIC, Austin Regional TLO. That's the second time I've heard that. I've seen it. Now I'm seeing their emblem. And isn't it surprising that it's in the shape of a effing triangle? Huh. So this is one of the agencies responsible for this. Troll or police punk. Against Satan. Cease all posting related to gang stalking immediately. That, from judging from when that was fed, that was around. Now you know when you see a message like that, right? You know they don't want that out. And this is where I'm getting at, finding the information they don't want you to have. Getting information You want to know the bet? You know the one thing that would end this shit entirely? If you got if a game, it only takes one. And this is what I'm saying. Why? And you know something? I'm about to prove just with my words that they got these gang stalkers controlled. You want to know the one thing that would immediately expose their entire operation? If a single perp came out with the phone that they handed them with all that shit on it, all the spying network shit on there, all the transferred message and received. You wanna know what would happen if a phone like that got out? You wanna know what would happen to their operation if something like that made it to the public's eye view? Dude, they won't ever let, I'm letting everybody know they won't ever let that happen. They won't. Most, if not all perps from what I noticed, all have here's the thing. These bastards were comfortable enough to recruit people at my job in my presence, everybody. That's how much they didn't give a fuck. They would say the shit right there for me to hear. How much they're paying these assholes and shit like that. The fact that they really are using cards. And from what I recall hearing, one of over here, one of them talking about, this is how their operation starts. They start off with gift cards, and then it upgrades to a Visa, some sort of Visa card or some shit like that. Now this could have it could have just been a psyop. It could have just been some bullshit. I don't know why they would do something like that. I don't know. Maybe they were trying to recruit me, but no. I'm not interested in that shit. If I'm interested in anything, I'm interested in basically destroying and dismantling this organization for good that's doing this to people. Cease all posting related to gangsta. Oh man, I can't get over that. That says man, your submission has been given the healthcare here. Wow, that's all on Reddit. Yay, less than a week and I already got my first threat. Damn. Accept their it says my name is Isaac. Accept their request if you'd like to continue the conversation. We won't notify them if you decline. Huh. And then below that it says keep posting and you'll get stalked even more. ZKU. Wow. This actually, I'm okay. You know what I'm gonna do with this video? I'm gonna clip certain things on the end of this video, and at this point, and I want everybody to hear. I want people all who are watching this video to understand. If you got somebody in the comments who is still trying, and this is the thing, when you really show shit out there that really exposes this shit, they can't fuck with you like that. They can't. They can't. They can't. Like at this point, like, what do you think it's gonna do when they see half the shit that I have uploaded, and someone still tries to discredit you, dude? Dude, come on, man. Now these are actual, documented threats, all on Reddit. They told him cease posting about gang stalking immediately and shit like that. Has any TI ever got a freaking message like that? I don't know. I don't know. You tell me, because I haven't. But it's very interesting to see them respond like that when it comes, and they think like shit like this won't come back and haunt them in the end. And that's definitely right. Y'all should just ignore perps. Don't engage with them. They don't benefit anyone in any way and don't have any good intentions in mind. They're just sick people who waste their own lives on criminal activities. That is definitely true. Seems like a lot of questions from outsiders get banned, but here goes nothing. Whistleblower NSA goal is total population control. Let's play the vid. I'm on now.
Listen, it's shocking. It's written about in the book of Revelation. Could it ever happen? The answer is, unfortunately, yes. Total population control. Bill Binney says that's what the National Security Agency wants. He should know. He was technical director of that agency and worked there for more than 30 years. He became one of their top analysts, perhaps the best code breaker in America, before he resigns because of their domestic spying programs. He's with us now from Washington. Bill, thank you so much for being with us. We're glad to see you.
Well, thanks for having me, Pat.
What a surprise. You all know about, fellow TIs, you already know about the NSA's involvement, right? Let's continue.
Look, how big is this apparatus of the NSA? We hear about it, but you know firsthand.
Well, I think there are about 40,000 people working at Fort Meade at NSA headquarters, close to 40,000. And then they have facilities all around the world, plus a number of contractors also associated, probably on the order of 100,000, I would think, to 200,000 that work for them directly. So it's a rather large operation. I mean, it's between $10 and $15 billion a year that they spend on it ever since 9/11. So that's quite a bit of money they're investing in it.
How much data can they acquire? Is there any limit to it?
Actually, the only limit is in terms of money, power, availability, and space to stack equipment to go and collect the material.
Well, now
you see that, right? Did I not say I was going out to sea? So TIs, when you're living in like a home, a house, or an apartment building or something like that, there is equipment. Again, like if they could do this for so far away, why do they gotta be above my apartment doing this? Why? If they could be like 1 billion kilometers away utilizing this stuff, why do they have to be upstairs like doing that? Why do they have to have someone basically doing a constant verbal harassment? Why? It's pretty obvious that this stuff is not as they want you to think that it's it has higher capabilities. If that was the case, and it was just the stuff that they're putting in the air, that was enough to to really turn this shit on. Why in the hell would they put this stuff in the food that I ate? The Pizza Hut, or not pizza, but the Domino's. Why would they do that? Think about it. If they could just flip a switch on just to get to you, why would they basically have put this shit in that pizza on the Buffalo Wild Wings that I had with it too, right? Why would they have put that shit on that food only in for this shit to turn on? Why? And I'm asking another question. Why were they so desperate to get that technology rolled out? You know what I'm talking about. You know what number G I'm talking about. Why were they so desperate for that, huh? Why were they so desperate for the forced vaccinations? Oh, that's right. There's nanotech in the in the vaccinations, isn't there? I hope people see what I'm getting at. And even as I say this, I was still able to break free from this crap even at some point. But at the same time, because of my living environment, because the current one now, but that's just going to change soon. That's what lies into the problem. If and people, those multiple times where they kept poisoning me, that happened after the incident with the food. So This technology is not as powerful as they want to, as they want you to know. If you're highly, if your body is highly ingested with this shit that they're, selling out in the supermarkets and stuff like that, that they're promoting through the hygiene products, through all of this crap, then I'm sorry to say it, but like you're basically are adding that poison, and that's what amps up the effects. You take a lot of that crap out of your system, you lower the effects. You actually start eating ingredients that detoxifies this stuff and kills it off. Then it gets ejected out of your body. Unfortunately, and this is what I'm saying, if they can just use this shit to control me, why are they still streaming radiation through the room? Why? Why do they have to have towers put up? Towers put up to do this. I hope people are catching on to what I'm getting at. So, what do you think is gonna happen when I make for the shoreline? What do you think is gonna happen? You think they're gonna be able to continue to just do this shit? I'm not gonna say they're not gonna try. No, they definitely will try. They definitely will. However, and I hope you're listening to this, they're going to be too far exposed, people. I'm going to be able to move freely quite a lot. That shit I'm getting ain't going to be no small shit. No. That's a fairly sized one. I could get a second one if I wanted to. Now, they know this is going to be very difficult, but at the same time, like if the stalking gets amped up in any way, if it does, I'm going to have clear enough evidence to see who it is. They're going to have to eventually, you notice they do send repeated stalkers towards you. And I know they're not going to make it easy for me to just leave. There's no way they're going to let that happen. No. You think they're letting target a citizen, for easy for him to leave? No, not, of course not. No. TIs, again, I am urging all of you, do what you can to get out of the city while you can, if at all possible. Find something out. Figure something out. Come together. Come up with a plan. Do something. If not, then at least try your best to detoxify the stuff out of your system completely, because I'm pretty certain a lot of you are aware they do use this technology, and it can imitate illnesses, by the way. This technology can do that. It is capable of that. Remember, I think it was T-Loc that mentioned this. He used a frequency that basically cut off the effects of the 5G. And apparently, how come a state trooper showed up? People, they know what these assholes responsible for this shit know what they're doing. They know. They freaking know what they're doing. Do you think they're just going to outright tell you this is happening? That they're basically trying to cook people with this technology? No. Do you think they're just going to walk up to you saying, oh, yeah, we're in charge of the stalking program and shit? No. But I'm going to show you something at the end of this video, hopefully you watched this long, that they don't want you to see. But without further ado, I'll continue to play this, and I need to go down the rest of the website too. So let me not waste any more time.
You've said that the ultimate goal is total population control. In a democracy, that is really scary business.
It's actually a totalitarian process that's been used down through history. I mean, that's what totalitarian dictators, states, that's what they want to do. They want to know everything about the population so they can...
That's the funniest thing I've seen all day. I'm sorry for cutting it off, but I had to read this. We are invincible. We are fearless and relentless. Shambhala warriors. You are organized 2-bit fortune tellers taking turns to... No, wait. Warriors. You are organized 2-bit fortune tellers taking turns to write shit anonymously on behalf of a coward from as far as possible, you are nothing. Damn. That is a ruthless message to the gang stalkers right there. So, to the TIs, we are invincible. We are fearless. We are relentless. Shambhala warriors. Gang stalkers, you say? Gang stalkers, you say? Oh, let me tell you a little something about gang stalkers. You are organized two-bit fortune tellers taking turns to write shit anonymously on behalf of a coward from as far as possible. You are nothing. To the gang stalkers, you're not all powerful. You're not invincible. You're not superior in any way. It's nothing but a two-bit fantasy that you basically convince yourself of. And I'm going to prove that to you right now. You ever notice how occasionally that you have to always lean to the side to get that confirmation? That is a sign that you are weak. Because your own words are not strong enough to stand on their own 2 feet. You are so damn weak, unconfident in yourself. Your words are poison. The entire behavior of what you distribute to TIs is the very definition of how much you hate yourself. But you'll never own up to it. The terrible words that leave from your mouth stinks as the shit that leaves out of your ass. Or should I say it stinks just as worse as the shit that leaves out of your ass. You convince yourself that you're right. You see corruption all around you, but you don't see the corruption from within you. You convince yourself of lies, the deceitfulness of how much you must do this, as if you're some sort of fairy tale hero in a story or something. But it couldn't be any further from the truth. No, it couldn't be. Don't face it. You committed stalking. That's a crime. Would a hero really commit stalking? No. Would a hero actually steal from people? No. Would a hero poison people? No. Would a hero literally harass someone? No. So, if the message isn't fucking clear, gang stalkers, perps, handlers, whatever the fuck you called, whether it's, I don't know, maybe community-based policing, threat assessment teams that have been basically, controlled, are basically now are controlled by terrorists, which I hope people understand. Those community-based watch lists and shit like that is not for your safety. This is why we're experiencing, this fascist communism even now, because I said it before, I said it again. The communists have basically taken over that shit. The terrorists have taken over shit like that, okay? So that's the case. So if the message isn't really too clear, let me point it out. Gang stalkers, the people who hire them, the narcissists, they're nothing. They're weak. Pathetic. Dude. Fellow TIs, notice a lot of the petty stuff that they do, right? Notice how every little thing that they do is all in relevance to you. They need you, but you don't need them. I'll say it again as loud as I can. They need you, but you do not need them. Period. Every little thing they do throughout the whole day is with relevance to you. Whenever you go out, they're there. Whenever you go buy something, they're there. Every little thing of which you do They seem to have this attitude that they must know everything. Everything that is an account and revelation and involvement pertaining to you. So let me make it clear. They need you, but you do not need them. How can someone act off as a superior being with that concept? Gang stalkers, you have basically shown your weakness. You're weak. Pathetic. We don't need you. You need us. I hope that that's starting to show, becoming more apparent, because that's a truth that you yourself are possibly pissed off about. So, fellow TIs, if you're wondering why I do not react to gang stalkers, that's why. Let's continue on with the article, unless that's it. No? Keep browsing. Looks like there's more, I think. Looks like there is more. QAnon and proxy stalking gang. Wasn't people... I don't know what the hell Q is, but I know a lot of people were talking about that. "30 elite squad police gang stalk uncle of police chief's wife. A prosecuting attorney feds won a federal conviction." Huh. Evidence is the police. This will not be the only video you will see that basically states it's the police. You will also see a video. Fellow TIs in Australia, this one's going to be for you. And we got to give big thanks to a fellow TI who is in Australia that basically found and caught this one, because they admitted to him that the gang stalking operation is actually managed by police. Do you not understand, people? Policia runs gang stalking, or actually they manage gang stalking programs, and it's funded beyond that. So there's several companies involved, definitely. But the field operations are run and managed by police.
More evidence on the Norwegian police now, because I know that the Norwegian police loves to call me crazy. Let me show you that how crazy I am. How crazy am I? Now let's take a look at this. Now we have this writer. He called Ryder Wieser. This guy is his name is Ryder Wieser, a historian with a PhD in Middle Eastern studies from the University of Oxford, well-educated person. So that gives him huge credibility. Now let's see what the Norwegian police done to him, so that I am so crazy, but you see, they cannot say everybody's fucking crazy, the motherfuckers. Now let's look at this. But the police dislike. Okay, well, we just as I could grasp, this guy just as a summary, he was taking some pictures and stuff. The police just mistaken the pictures, or some sort of situation this way, But anyways, so as you can see, the police a gang is stalking him, which is police stalking. It's not a fucking gang. It's fucking police, not fucking aliens. It's fucking police. But now let's look at this. Now, but the police disliked it, and instead of telling me about their concerns, though, they initiated a police stalking operation against me. So there is a police stalking this person. Yeah. Now, what's the methods of the stalking? Well, the methods were, take a look at this. Take a conspicuous surveillance at day. Unmarked police cars driving in circles around me wherever I went. So that means that these fucking pricks who just sit in the fucking cars just keep circulating me. That they just keep circulating everybody, just to keep the fucking attention, Of course, somebody being fucking them, you know, they are not doing this by themselves, but, well, we will see who pays for the fucking fuel. Me? No, the fucking police. Anyways. So, yeah. So, the unmarked police cars driving in circles, which is the civilian stalkers, the motherfucker, you know? And then comes the sleep deprivation torture. Well, you see, at the beginning for him, he had unmarked police cars constantly reviving their engines outside my apartment continuously through every night. Well, I don't know what reviving means, to be honest. You know, English is my third language, you know. So I don't know what reviving means. But I could understand that reviving, it's when the motherfuckers just stand outside of my door or my house and just keep running their fucking engines. You understand? I know that because I have been through this. But anyways, for my personal health and viewing the sleep deprivation operation by the Norwegian police, well, he just keeps talking in here that he traveled to 9 other countries, which still the fucking police went after him. Now this guy traveled to Netherlands. Okay? Netherlands, people start to actually just harass him sexually. You know, as he written it here, involves a general attempt at casting a sexual slur on my street photography. You see, the police actually, well, maybe I understood this wrong, but later on he described that they actually were harassing him sexually too, you know. But the police tried to, you know, cast a sexual slur on his street photography, you know. So the police wanted to relate his photography to a sexual slur, in a sexual way, you know. So that's what the police claims. Of course, this person doesn't get the fucking right to actually, you know, to defend himself. But anyways, he said my sexual was used extensively by the police to recruit the local population. Okay, well, that's the community stalking. That's the, you know, the neighborhood watch. That's the community surveillance. You fucking name it, you know. But the do-gooders, you know, those are the, yeah. So he was being harassed by, you know, civilians and stuff too. But to go further with this, secondly, from June 2012, Dutch police began.
I'm sorry to pause this, but I was wondering, did any TI ever actually take their evidence gathering straight to where the community bought? You know, the community, they do. Now, here's the thing: the community watch, they usually would have like some place where they meet. So I'm just curious: has any TI ever went there just to get the evidence to, you know, just to confirm or see if any of those bastards who were in their evidence videos showed up? And not just that, like it was the same person. And you want to know something that wouldn't just be a coincidence at all. It wouldn't. It wouldn't.
Using unconventional electronic devices, probably a variant of directed energy weapons to torture me at home. Well, meaning he had been exposed to directed energy weapons torture, but looks like he got the least degree of directed energy weapons torture, you know, because later on he described, now take a look at this, directed.
I'm gonna just let it play. Y'all can just check it out later on if you want.
Now, take a look. Now, if he will describe the phenomenon in more detail.
Hold on, what is this? PSYOPs to keep on your phone for your gang stalkers. That's the COVID-19, then there's the recession. You see, I hope people. That's a good illustration. You see, that's why I'm getting the hell off the grid. Like now, I'm not joking. Do you think there ain't gonna be a recession? Shit. Okay. These idiot gang stalkers think they're gonna be taken care of even after that shit, dude. Come on, man. Come on. I'm not just gonna pretend like I didn't notice that they were still hitting these people with that shit. The laser to the skull thing. The people who were psyoping me at my job, my old job, they were getting that to the damn skull. Meaning they were fucking. What did the doctor just say that did? It fucks up your pineal gland. These people still work for an organization that does that. Like, what kind of shit is that? Saying, no, just take that. Fuck you. Seriously? Okay. But I hope people understand. That's why this is a perfect illustration for today's events. This is why I'm getting off the grid while I can. As you see, the 19, recession, climate change, and then... Oh, what is this one? Can I zoom in? I don't think I can. So, you see the 19, you see the recession, you see climate change. Then you see looks like biodiversity collapse or something like that. I think that's what that is. So it gets worse. It gets much worse. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people, if you're wondering about a lot of stuff that's showing, yeah, the world is definitely fucked up. Self-awareness into gang stalking mentality. The best description is narcissism. You know? They're not going to feel bad about what they're doing, even though it's against the law what they're doing. But if you're wondering, they've been trying to change the laws and shit so that a lot of this disgusting crap would be legal. Okay, we already seen the memes. We already seen that. Huh. Oh, that's still there. I've already saw. I'm trying to think. You know something? Hold on. Go back. Let me go back. Go back. Dare I do this? I don't know. Okay, so he's saying download Tor and then check that out. These are only a few among many I've seen on the notice. This site is listed now, so I don't know if I should do that because it's technically listed on some of the sites that are not. How to exit the Matrix? What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't know if I should check that out or not. I don't know, but that looks very interesting. How to exit the Matrix, huh? Now, people understand something like that got posted. This guy's saying, having read that, that's not the real Matrix. The Matrix is the real Matrix. These people are level above everything that person is talking about. No firewall, no VPN, no nothing. He's keeping them out of your shit. How do I know? Because I've tried. Huh. I would like to know what your specific cybersecurity strategy was. If you don't mind, please give the detail. Maybe we can measure the strength security plan and determine if it would take an unusual power to break. That's some other crap. Now, people understand this guy was threatened. You see that? Cease all posting related to gang stalking immediately. This guy was threatened. So I don't know. Everybody, check that out at your own risk. I won't advise checking it out, but I don't know. At this point, like, any bit of information related to this crap isn't very important. I don't know why he didn't just show it on here. I'm pretty certain probably they would have just took it down immediately, but like the link, it's no telling whether it's dead or not, you know? So you won't even know. But I don't know. I'll have to do some thinking over on this one. If I do check it out, I guess I'll show it. I don't know. But again, I will point this out once more. Check that out at your own risk, okay? I shouldn't have to advise people how dangerous that shit can be. So, yeah. And honestly, I would not even recommend anybody to check that, go there because of how dangerous it is. But it's a difficult thing because with dealing with this kind of crap, the more information that comes out in regards to this, the better. But man, you got to. It's such a pain to find the information they don't want you to see. It really is. But when you find it, trust me, you know they're gonna be super pissed off. I remember shouting out to the top of my lungs a long while ago, that Barack Obama was Osama bin Laden. And dude, they would do like the little hush hush tactics and shit. Like the whole covering of the mouth thing as a means to like shut up about it, don't talk about it. And the thing is, like, you shouldn't fear these damn people, man. They fear the truth. They don't want people knowing that they have been mind manipulating everybody. But on another note, I feel like I also should, bring awareness to this. I fear that they're probably using these weapons to try to manipulate people, to be interested, to finding the, opposite sex in order to breed. That's just what I believe what's happening. If certain people are not aware, it shouldn't be no surprise as to what they've been trying to pull with the kids. You already know my story. I'm not finna go out there and, settle down and bear any children. I wouldn't recommend anybody else to do the same. But hey, if I'm at one MGTOW to another, remember, make the MGTOW way is going your own way. Choose, make your decisions. What do you want to do? Of what you believe is right for you. But I shouldn't have to tell you to be careful about it. That goes to all fellow MGTOWs out there. Remember, marriage is a scam, but you don't need marriage to basically be happy. That's not getting married is not a necessity. You don't need to be married just to be with one another. You can easily find a beautiful woman out there for the fellas out there. You can easily find a beautiful woman and be with her just like that. It'd be no different. You can still be happy. But when you bring money into the mix, that money and love don't mix, okay? They don't. Ladies, I'm sure you will find a man out there. I'm pretty sure. But for me, I'm just not. I'm just like, no. No. It's not, for me, it's not in the cards. It's just not something that, if anything, like, I'm just done. I'm just done with relationships, period. I'm done with the society, period, because I've seen enough bullshit to know that this, considering what the circumstances now, it will be much different. Like, if the situation was different and this crap wasn't happening, it would be much different. But looking at what's to come, and TI's, this is another, I'll say it again, it's dangerous to stay in the city because of not just the forced vaccinations, because you are a target individual, and because police are, working ahead with the looters and shit. And also because of the recession that is to come. It's not going to be, affordable to even stay in the city, which is why I am urging all of you, gather equipment to live off the grid. Do what you can, do what you can. because it's not going to be easy living as soon as this stuff hits. It's not. I'm going to leave a link in the description to this website here so y'all can check it out for yourself. I'm going to try to find more blogs like this that basically, there's bound to be more. If I found one like this, chances are there's definitely more that they're probably just gonna have detailed information that they don't want people to see. I'll keep an eye on it. When I do find it, I will post it for you all to check out. But yeah, man, this isn't even just for my message is not even just for TIs. This is for everybody. Get off, do whatever you can to get off the grid, because like I'm telling you, you see these riots happening now. It's going to be 10. Imagine that happening, but within every state. Okay? Within every state. New York, and I can't stress this enough. New York is defunding the police, right? Of who was supposed to be in charge to stop the shit, stop the rioting, of which they were ordered not to stop the rioting, just to let it happen again. You already know police are involved with the targeting and shit. You already know about that. But these idiot politicians want the citizens, dude. After that shit, the freaking politicians want the citizens to pay money to get the shit fixed, with them still defunding the police and not having them protect the shit. Come on, man. Come on, man. And people, by the way, a lot of people are abandoning New York. Did you know a lot of people were abandoning New York City? You won't catch that shit on the news. You won't hear about that. No, they won't tell you about that. There's a lot of people leaving New York City because of that shit alone. And don't think that New York is the only place. Oh, no. No. There are much other places people are abandoning. But TIs who are in New York City, you're even in more danger because the stakes of the situation. Get out of there while you can. I'm not even joking about this. I sincerely mean this. Get out of that city while you can. Because that place is like a damn death trap. You already experienced how they were cutting the whole place off. You know they got that ship over there. So you don't want to be near that. You don't want to be around that. That I'm telling you, that ship, if nobody else didn't tell you about it before, I'm telling you now. They are lying about what is happening on those ships. They desperately wanted the elderly to go there. Even now, I'm picking up a lot of tinnitus through the left ear. So clearly this is bothering them. Anyway, I'm gonna probably end the video here. You'll see the next vid that I'll have clipped onto this. Stay safe, stay strong, everybody. The link is in the description. All right, everybody. Sorry about that, but I was gonna download these, but unfortunately they're messing with it. So I needed some of this to come out clear, so you can easily see that this is no bullshit. Like. Now, some fellow TIs you've all known have been stalked by the bug drones. I mentioned this before and it got debunked. Well, try to discredit this. Hang on.
Orders.
Now they zoom into this again, TIs. I'm only got this going just so the video is clear, nothing more, nothing less. So let me just expand. And then play. All right, after this, I'm probably going to switch the filter back.
We're going to have to, I don't know.
Go ahead.
I'm getting him right now. I can't zoom in on him.
No, it's okay. Don't zoom in. So, guys, there's something weird on this dragonfly's back. And
I've never seen
I'm
this.
not going to say it's not a camera, because it kind of looks like a camera.
And he keeps following us.
And he keeps following us like someone's controlling it. And I wish I was
What
kidding about
is
this,
that?
but I really think that's what's happening.
I am so scared. He's going to attack.
Guys, this
If you need further confirmation, they zoom into the photo, proving that this is a dragonfly with an unusual object attached to its back.
Dragonfly will not leave our presence. Like somebody's telling
Oh
him
my
to
God.
come towards us.
Sorry, I'm scared.
It's all right. Just keep recording.
Kind of freaked out, guys.
So something weird is happening. I really think that this dragonfly is got a recording device on his back.
It sounds crazy, but it's not.
Yeah, he's been in our presence for like the last 5 minutes.
Oh, where'd he go?
Well, that's it. Okay. Well, there you have it.
Well, he's gonna come back. But the other ones don't have it.
Yeah. Oh, here he is.
Oh, there he is. Ooh, he is
What
weird.
the hell is on his back?
I don't know. Have you guys? I've never seen a dragonfly like that.
I've never seen a dragonfly like that.
Is he gonna come back? All right, let's see
So
if he.
there you have it.
let's
I
see-
think that dragonfly has got a recording device and a controlling device on his back.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
They're gonna take a still image of it soon. You see that? Let me pause that for a minute. Yeah, exactly. What the F is that? Damn.
For a second, just for a second, just imagine the powers that be could control bugs, flying bugs at that, bugs that look dangerous, ones that we would probably avoid. They put control systems on their backs along with a nice high definition camera. Now these bugs can now follow targeted individuals, not leaving their vicinity for up to, let's say, 100 to 300 feet. Now, these bugs probably don't even need to be controlled, although they look like they're being controlled. This bug looks like he is fighting orders. If you can look at this bug and tell me that it's not fighting its controller, well, then we disagree. Because I'm looking at this bug right now and I'm thinking that this dragonfly is not flying in the way he's being told to fly. He looks like he is going against the grain on this order. His handler's telling him to move left when he wants to move right. His handler's telling him to move right when he wants to move left. That's the way it appears to me. One thing's for sure, this bug does not want to leave our vicinity. This bug followed us for a block. From the minute we stepped out of our house today, walking rags, to the minute we went back in our door, this bug was with us the entire time. I've never seen any contraption on a bug's back that look anything like this, especially a dragonfly. Now, everybody knows what a dragonfly looks like. Now, I had to outline his wings because you can't see it here on the video. But if this isn't the strangeness, I don't know what is. This is definitely odd. What's on this bug's back, it doesn't show on the camera, but it's more like a honeycomb shape, not a rectangle shape like what you're seeing here. Beck, would you say honeycomb shape? More like an octagon, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I've never seen anything like that.
Well, here in the video, it kind of looks like a rectangle.
Yeah, it does look like on its back.
But I'm here to tell you guys, it was more like a honeycomb or an octagon shape. This was weird. Definitely weird. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. If you haven't done so, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Give your boy Boogie a little love. He needs it. Take care, guys.
All right, here's the next one that I want to show you guys.
To get away from this thing and keep my head down, but yeah, it keeps coming at me like I'm some terrorist.
Police, Newcastle Police speaking.
I'm so glad you guys answered because Bankstown Police keep rejecting my phone call.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks. Sometimes happens because they get really busy.
No, I've actually tried calling off 3 different mobile phones.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
It's a bit strange.
Yeah, but anyway, because I've dealt with them quite a fair bit, and I know you guys are, counterparts, as co-is, but, look, at the end of the day, my house has been broken into quite frequently. Bankstown Police are quite acquainted with me.
Mm-hmm.
They come around quite a fair bit.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone for a walk today.
Mm-hmm.
Come back home.
Mm-hmm.
Find my fish oil capsules missing. And F scratched on my front door.
What's scratched on your front door?
F. The letters F and F.
Right.
Okay?
Has anything been taken from the house?
No, not today.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the fish oil. That's it.
Except what?
The fish oil. Fish oil capsules, yeah, which was left on my bench top.
Right, okay. Was the door opened when you got home?
No, it was completely locked.
Right, okay. What about windows?
No, they were all locked. Now, just to let you know something, I'm aware of that program, STMP, Suspect Target Management Program. Are you aware of that, Constable?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah? Well, I'm a target of that program
Right, okay.
for the last 13 years.
Okay.
Yeah. And now it's come to the point where no more.
Mm.
Okay, no more. I haven't done anything wrong.
Okay.
I'm a qualified hairdresser. I've worked for over 10 years. Okay? I haven't done anything wrong. Haven't broken any law. I've never been to prison.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And now I'm subject to this breach of human rights program. Okay? It's a breach of human rights program. Because people are innocent until they're fucking considered guilty. Okay? And I've been here for 3 years and I'm starving because they come and keep breaking into my home and stealing my food. I've had to eat dog food.
Okay.
Okay? Now
How would they break into your house if all the doors are locked and windows are locked?
Well, look, you're a police officer, right? So you know about audio surveillance, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, well, I've got audio surveillance in my home.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've left that in my home and I've caught them coming in numerous amount of times. And I'm no fool. I've analysed my neighbours and I've noticed how they walk and what noise they make when they walk. So when I listen to that audio surveillance, I know who comes into my house and who's not coming into my house. And it's been the same for the past over 3 years. And I've spoken to my housing manager and she's at a loss to help me with what's going on. I want out of this program tonight.
Well, that's not up to me to do.
Who's it up to?
Domestic violence liaison officers and government.
Okay, well, could you give me any contact or any direction as to sort this issue out? I mean, I'm willing to comply with whatever you guys want me to comply with, but enough is enough because I promise you, Constable, somebody is going to get hurt.
Okay. Well, what's today? So it's Friday. So domestic violence liaison officers will be back at Bankstown from Monday to Thursday, day shifts.
Yeah,
so
Monday, Thursday, day shift?
Yeah, Monday to Thursday, day shifts. So they will start from about 7:30, 8 o'clock. So if you ring Bankstown or Risby then, or Bastille, wherever, we can try. If you can't get for Bankstown, just ring.
I can already tell you what's going on. They're trying to buy for time because of the information that he has and how much of exposure that's happening. Everybody, I told a family member of mine I was going to get a surveillance system installed in my home. They didn't want me doing it. In fact, they got terrified at the very idea of me doing it.
Will transfer you to the domestic liaison officer, and you can speak to them directly about that being on the STMP program, because they're the ones that actually deal with that and know more information about it.
Okay, can you please slow down and just tell me what was it? Domestic what, sorry?
Domestic liaison violence officer.
Liaison violence.
Officer.
Now, where does this violence come into it? Because I'm not a violent person.
It's just called domestic violence. That's just, DV stands for domestic violence, so they're domestic liaison violence officers. So they're the ones that specialise and, with all kind of information regarding STMPs and that. They'll know more information and how to get off it, or why you're on it. They'll be able to thoroughly explain it to you.
Because I've written to, the human rights in Geneva, and I've got a reference. The case number I've returned back to me. So that's also on their files, because this is a major breach of human rights. Okay, well, I know you're a good human being. You've gone to the police force to do the right thing. I understand that, but there are people out there that are doing these things to me, that are drug dealers. Okay, they're involved in all sorts of things. I don't leave my home. I stay with my dog, and I don't do anything. But yet, this STMP program is recruiting drug dealers? How does that work?
Okay, well, that's what you think, but
No, that's not what I think. I'm telling you, they're freaking drug dealers and they're drug users. They're all meth heads. Okay? They're all off their heads when they're coming around me and harassing me in the street and doing whatnot. I've been going through this for over 13 plus years, and I've reached my limit. My name is Andre Joseph Pitar. Okay, I live in Padstow. I've moved all around Sydney to get away from this thing and keep my head down. But yeah, it keeps coming at me like I'm some terrorist or some criminal and that I deserve it. I've never been to prison in my life. I'm a qualified hairdresser. I've been an apprentice. I've worked for all the 100 yards. I've paid taxes for this program to be run on me.
Okay, well, I can't help you at this stage regarding being in the program or not. As I said to you, you'll have to speak to the domestic liaison violence officer. So call on Monday and have a chat to them about it, and they'll be able to explain to you why you're on it, how to get off it, and what to do, okay?
Okay, which police station, which local area command would be the best to deal with?
So the domestic liaison violence officer, they'll work from Bankstown Police. Which if you can't get through, then you're more than welcome to call Risby, and we'll be able to transfer you to their phone line, okay?
Okay, look, I'm so sorry that I'm so frustrated, but for the past 13 years I've been subject to this. I've been stabbed, I've been homeless, harassed by some of these guys with cats on their face to intimidate me. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not scared of nothing. I'm not scared of the devil himself, but I'm a law-abiding citizen and I don't want to go to prison. But if this goes on for these 4 days, then you guys are going to come with handcuffs on me and take me straight to Goldberg prison, because it's going to be that big.
Okay, well, that's fair enough. Hopefully.
That's another thing that people need to know about. You are within your rights to defend yourself. The police here's what they don't want you to know. The police are put there as a public service to prevent shit from escalating. But what happens when the police does not do their job and you're in a constant situation where someone's aggravating, aggressing you and, harming you and shit? Well, vigilante justice is technically the next thing of where it leads to. I'm not condoning it, but when the police fail to do their job, or when they refuse to do their job, it lies to the citizen, the victim, to basically take matters into their own hands to ensure that they get justice for the situation. That's what, unfortunately, with the situation happened. That's what Gavin Long did when they came, because he knew the police was behind it, and that's what encouraged him to go forward with that. Again, I don't agree with what he did. Maybe there had to have been a better way, but people, if you saw what the media was, how they depicted him, and seeing the video, the leaked footage that got leaked out. And I mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention it again so people will know. This man did not attack no civilians. He went straight for the police. You'll see him being around civilians with his firearm, but he did not attack a single one. What did they do to this man? They labeled him a monster. All types of stuff, yet he was gang stalked. There have most likely been plenty of TIs who went out and did vigilante justice as an example. Wouldn't have been the first time. And here's the deal. You can't keep fucking with people like that. These perps do this so much, but you can't keep fucking with people like that. What's going to happen when they decide to basically push back, and you're the dumbass who's on the receiving end of when they do push back? I've watched this countless times. People who get, when they do that crap, and I know because it happened to me at a very young age. That rage, man, that fuels you at the time when you're at your most vulnerable, when you're not awakened and all that, and you don't see beyond the matrix at that time. I know because I've experienced that same rage, but I've long since conquered it, and it's not easy. You best believe me, that is not an easy task to accomplish. It is not. I'm gonna let the video finish playing.
You can sort it out on Monday, okay?
Okay, what was your name? Sorry, Cos?
Pardon?
What was your name? Sorry?
The phone number?
No, your name.
Oh, my name. City Constable Cisco.
CD Constable Cisco.
Yeah.
You gonna unleash the dragon?
Pardon?
Are you gonna unleash the dragon?
I'm really kidding. Alright. Well, you have a good night, okay? It's Friday night. Watch a telly or something. There's a few movies on.
I'm going straight up to a couple of these.
Alright. No worries. Have a good one, okay?
Same to you. Bye.
No worries. Bye. Bye.
I guess it ends there. But there you have it. Police admitting that they are in charge of that. I'm going to show you one other video that I found along here. When I said I was doing some digging, I really meant I was doing some digging. You see, this lady's videos. Now, she was not afraid of these bastards. She just exposed them on the spot. You see that phone, right? You see the color of the door? Look back at the phone. Look back at the door. She had a camera ready to go to snap a photo of her. As she's entering the bathroom, she knew it was about to happen, and she caught the perp off guard and got evidence. Now I'm gonna show you the rest of the video.
No, the cell phone at my face. You okay? No, are you okay? Okay, get that out of my face. You get that out of my face. Okay, look. She's videotaping. I caught that.
You see how she tried to snatch the phone? You think these perps are not afraid? Do you really think they're not afraid?
She walked in here videotaping. I caught the screen. I'll fix your ass now. I caught the screen right here. You were videotaping. She walked in shooting straight at me.
Right out the door. She don't even stay in there. She just walks right out of the door.
And I caught the screen on my camera. Excellent.
Let me show another one. Pay attention to the woman with the purple phone. You're gonna see it, but the direction that she has her phone tilted in, the camera's facing in it's like it's immediately flat. You can't miss it. The woman I'm speaking of, she has blonde hair and she's all in dark colored clothing.
Was instructed to do the nail thing when I passed by. They pointed me to him, And I have a feeling of this stocking hall over there had a hand in this. And as I'm passing by, she's doing the nail thing. So obviously somebody is instructing him and somebody is videotaping my reaction. Because this lowlife over here, he is conducting what they instructed him to do, which is the psychological harassment. This fucking pig just passed by and it looked like she was videotaping. And it looked like she was videotaping.
In case you didn't catch it, I'll put it again.
Conducting what they instructed him to do, which is the psychological harassment. This fucking pig just passed by and it looked like she was videotaping. I just videotaped you and I'm gonna put your ass on YouTube.
I want to let TIs know, when you're in like a supermarket or a grocery store of any kind, they like a new one, they will have these guys out in the open like that. When it comes to like, cause it, you know, it really like shows at that point, because at that point they can just use the security system that to view you. Now I've got evidence that my network has been hacked through a system that is leading all the way in the direction of where the what is that, the manager's area is. Now I have evidence of this, and I have evidence of them even fucking with the mail. Undeniable evidence that my mail was moved, not by me, but by someone else. Here, and let me give you a basic explanation. I checked the time. I checked with the notification now that they the little letter they left, right? And I was like, okay. So I went down there, but it wasn't where it was said it was left. That's evidence that it was moved. So they have cameras down there, right? Right. They got cameras there, and I made certain I filmed every single one to understand where they were at, so there won't be no deniability. Whenever they place a package down in the mail room, my stuff is usually placed in the exact spot that's right in front of what? A camera. Whenever they seem to do certain things, they always do these certain things in front of what? A camera. A surveillance camera. And what did I catch one of the perps doing prior to when I was leaving one day? And I wish I had the camera glasses on, because that would have been a dead giveaway. The dude, this was a maintenance man, he signaled at the camera. He signaled at the camera that's on the outside of my apartment door. Yeah, no joke. So they're filming everything. But you see, when they don't have that, when they don't have all that surveillance out like that, they have to use more equipment, that they didn't have to use before. This is where going out into the sea works to my advantage.
I know they bribed you to do this. How much did they give you? Huh? I'm sorry? What? $20 they gave you?
That's retarded. You just said it's none of her business, yet you just go ahead and tell her to. See, even if that wasn't the actual amount, the fact that he admitted it, dude, that just tells you, like, he just admitted to basically, it's, these people they hire are idiots, everybody. They're dumb and they take advantage of it. Now here's proof. Gang stalk 100% proof. Agents captured on camera. Now, you're gonna ask yourself on this situation, what this TI is gonna say, it's way too obvious, and it should. It would definitely cause the guy to, it would cause an average person to say, like, well, look in the direction, like, what the hell? Right? Watch this video. No reaction.
The fat ass! Hey, Walker, fat ass bitch!
No reaction.
Yep, that's an informant. Who gets called a walker fat ass bitch? And you're the dude that's fat and has a walker and you're a bitch? And you don't turn around and have an issue with it. A fat ass walker bitch, informant bitch, motherfucking follow me around and harass me, motherfucker. Go fuck yourself. Right there. Black SUV. Right, yeah, in a black SUV. Yeah, you. Yeah, I'm filming you. Black SUV. Follow me around and harass me now, bitch. Yeah, go in your fake apartment. Yeah. And if you're not an informant, you're good looking and I know where you live.
Another thing I want to mention, a lot of these stalkers don't really live on the property they stalk you on. And they have people who are hired who do live in the apartment complex that just lets them into their apartment unit. So it seems as if, like, them going there, they have legitimate business for being there. But it's just bullshit. It is. Let me see what else did I find. That's just getting into the entertainment spot. That's not important. Okay, Sarkis tool gets caught. Yada yada yada. Very rare and authentic. Oh, here's another one. Proof of the hacking.
I was outside.
It typed in WS, like what? You know, and then type anything.
Hold on.
Somewhere in my videos is a video where I show you how they unreasonably.
Before I play this, everybody, this is why it's important to have camera glasses. You can catch the shit as it's happening.
Change the, they show the option. The autocorrect, they use the autocorrect to send me messages, and it's unreasonable. I'll type W, and they'll bring up a word that doesn't start with the W, and it's very specific to what is going on in my life. Now, here is 100% proof of how these people are sabotaging me because they're cowards. See that?
See this? It's changing. See that? It's changing without me pressing anything. This happens a lot. They're messing with my, see that? See that? See that? I'm not pressing anything. There's no wires, there's no other keyboard or anything. There's nothing connected to it, no auxiliary controlling device. See that? Switching around. And this is not a bug in the thing, because it's very deliberate. There's nothing being pressed. It's just automatically jumping to that. That is the result of hacking.
Hijacking.
And it's usually, doing something that has some relevance in my life, like right now. You see this? It's switching on its own.
In my room, I don't have that much service, so they can't really do it to me right now. I was outside.
It typed in WS, like what? And then type anything. And now it went to kick.
WS kick.
This is obviously.
Set password. Like what, right? You see how deliberate that is? It's not a bug. This is hijacking, and coupled with the rest of the things, they're harassing me. They're covertly
I caught these bitches on record.
I got these bitches on record.
And I've shown you how in the past where I've typed in words that were completely unrelated, and they've put in words, that have relevance to what I'm doing.
They've been doing this for years.
This is the government hacking my phone.
Exactly.
Groups affiliated with the government, psychological operations unit, the military.
Punk ass motherfuckers.
They're doing it to basically harass me.
Caught you pushing, trying to provoke me subtly and shit. Trying to make me seem like I'm crazy. I caught you in the interviews, and now I caught you hijacking the fucking phone. You little sissy ass queers.
punk ass motherfuckers.
Oh, whoa.
What?
Dude, fuck. Sorry about that, everybody. I didn't know. Well, wait a minute. Now, how far did that originally? Nah, that's how far it loaded. But I can't blame this guy for being as pissed off as he is, man. I can't blame him for that. You know, you can't. You can't blame him for any of that. For anything, look, I don't really care if a person is, gay or whatever, but don't go enforcing that shit on anybody else, okay? Don't. I guess that's most of. I guess that's it for now for what I was showing. But I'm still in the midst of basically looking. I want to find, evidence that, fellow TIs have caught that most TIs have not seen yet, There's only so many people saw this stuff. Oh, let me go back and see what's in the comments. Maybe we'll find some other TIs through there. The unexplained. Still a whole lot of people. I hope everyone understands there are millions of TIs out there. There really are. Even as I speak now, so many of us are being tortured, gaslighted, gang stalked, electronically tortured, and the list just goes on. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video there. Stay safe, stay strong, everybody.